Okay, with the filmmaker of Trigger from Greece, we have Harris with us. I'm. How do you pronounce your last name?
Gioulatos.
Gulatos. Hopefully, I
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
did not say that right,
More,
but
more or less, yes.
it's from the Crime Mystery Festival. Really interesting
Yeah.
film. Okay, first of all, it's 33 minutes long. That's what I call an epic short film, but it really works, and you can tell that the film's doing amazingly on the festival circuit. Are you surprised how well the film is done?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I'm very surprised, but I'm also very happy because, it's not only my film or my inspiration, it's a great teamwork, and I'm very happy for my colleagues.
So you wrote the screenplay and you directed it, and then
Yeah, yeah.
you had a pretty good team of actors and producers, director, cinematographer was great, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Um,
is there a
yeah.
bigger idea here? Is there a feature film version of this?
Uh, the the first thing that I have, it was like I wanted to create a short episode for television after the 33 version of this epic short film that you called already.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's pretty easy to to be written also in a feature film, If you had to add the extra chapters, because Trigger is structures in three chapters.
Yeah.
If you had two more chapters, I think you have your feature film.
So you went to school in New York City, correct?
New York College in Athens.
Oh, in Athens. Oh, so New York
In
College
Athens.
in
In Athens,
Athens.
yes, yes. And the second degree is from Greenwich University. Also, I studied in Athens.
So how does that work though? So is it how does New York College in Athens work? Like is it a regular college?
Uh, uh, I don't know what the regular college is, but it's private college,
Gotcha.
of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it had uh, many parts of education. It has psychology, sociology, and stuff, and it has also film studies. So when I finished high school, I chose to be on New York College of Athens, and then I participated in a short film festival, and I got the first award, which was scholarship for the bachelor's degree.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And you teach now, right? You teach at a school now?
I'm a teacher also, yes. In applied art school, it's called Ornerakis, and I teach screenplay and direction.
How is that? Like how are the kids these days?
Oh my God, it's a very difficult question. Very difficult question. It's a topic that I discussed for the last 3 years. You know, I have a sense of dark humor also, not only a humor in general, dark humor. So I have to be more careful what would I say in the classroom. You know what I mean? You have to think what you have to say now these days, because I think not only kids, everyone is triggered more easily than 10 years ago.
So people are more sensitive, everybody's more
More sensitive
yeah,
in some ways or specific ways, it's right because, we had to overcome 10 years ago or 20 years ago stuff pretty cruel, about racism and stuff. You don't, you, it's very wrong to use some words that we used to use 15 years ago, but in some other cases, I disagree with this, in some other cases, not all cases,
yeah.
but
So you
no.
okay, so you started in just want to finish touching up on this. You started teaching in 2016, now it's 2026. Have
Yes.
you seen a vast difference in the kids in the last 10 years of how they interact, how they communicate, what their motivation is, what their work ethic is? I'm just curious.
Uh, more or less the same. The thing that's changed is that the kids now these days are more open with their sexuality, are more open with I had many kids in the past 3 or 4 years that I have a female student that she wanted to call her with a male name. They're
Oh,
very
gotcha.
open,
Yeah. Yeah.
very open, more open than 10 years ago.
Gotcha. So there, yeah,
So
gotcha.
it's very optimistic for me in some way. But uh, despite that, they are more anxious, I think, than our generation. I think that they have to overcome, a very it's a very pressure environment. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You have to know 5 languages till you reach 10 years old. You have to have 15 degrees. You have to done this. You have to play 5 music organs before you decide which one you know what I mean.
All right, so
I
let's talk about your film. So you're busy at
Okay.
school, and how did you shoot this like on the break?
No, I only teach on Mondays. I have 3 classes on Mondays, and I teach only on Mondays. My other work is, social video or TVC video and
Okay.
stuff. And uh, I had to find a free schedule for Trigger. It was an independent film. We had one uh, great sponsor, and that's it. The other stuff, it was my own money, my co-producer's money, and we have to find uh, free time for everyone just to shoot, separately the 3 chapters. More or less, the production of the film is about 12 days, but it's been made in approximately 4 or 5 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider breaking up the film and like,
No, never, never. Once I
okay,
started, once I started, it was like we're gonna finish it, even if it takes 2 years.
gotcha. All right, so then
Yeah.
tell me about so where did this idea come from you? When did you start writing it?
Well, well, the inspiration came from an anti-war painting by Anastasia Donova. The painting that it's been shown in the first chapter. I don't know if you remember it. It's under the bed. It's hidden. Probably made the main protagonist, the first main female protagonist, probably made it. So this painting, it's from an artist. She made it back in 2022, and I had the idea a year after, and it was like, what uh, what what would have to take for everyone to have a grenade heart, a heart being made by explosive or stuff. And it's a very symbolic way because my first idea, it's like we're living in a very dangerous and very difficult times, and I think everyone is a ticking time bomb, symbolically, of course.
Yeah.
That was the main idea.
And then what was the next step? Did you like go to your producer partner? Like, how did you like?
I went to, yes, of course, my producer partner. He's uh, way younger than me, but I think he's a wonder kid, and I wish him the best.
Former
He was
student
like,
or
okay, no, it's not my student, a
okay,
colleague of mine, but it's 15 years younger than me.
okay.
15, 14 years younger than,
You're
but
not that
he's very
old,
good.
so basically he must be like, oh, he is a wonder kid. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, thank you. But he's very young. He's
yeah,
23. I'm 38. So
yeah.
uh, he's very talented, and he loved the script, and he wanted to help. So that's how Trigger started.
And that's how Trigger started. Okay, so then lots of actors, lots of locations. This is a
Yeah,
pretty ambitious script to say the least, right?
yeah,
In
yeah,
terms
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
scheduling. So what did you bring on first? The cinematographer? Did you start casting? What was the first initial process?
The first initial process was at the same time to find the cast and crew.
Yeah.
Uh, and a very good friend of mine, the protagonist from second chapter, helped me with other actors because he's also a teacher. He's a very good friend with the cinematographer.
Mhm.
Um, I I found the rest of the crew and the cast. And the difficult part for me, because it's an independent film, I had to find locations that uh, are pretty much with the script. You know what I mean? So the 50% of my film is is filmed in near in my hometown. Because I know the people here and I know the locations here. So it was easier for me to shoot it here. The
Gotcha.
other stuff, we did our location finding to help the script and to find the other cast and crew to help for our film.
So in terms of like the setting up your kind of shot list, there's lots of handheld cameras, lots of camera movements. How did you
Yeah,
kind of work with your cinematographer? Did you guys like storyboard things? You're smiling. Storyboard things,
yeah, yeah,
shot
yeah. Sorry
list.
about that. I also have a colleague of mine and very good friend of mine. She was my former student.
Okay.
She's a very talented, Dimitra Kazis is her name. She helped me with storyboarding and concept art with the film. Also, she made the posters of the film. So with her, with location finding and pre-production stuff and the cinematographer, we had the idea to be consistent in the film um, because we had to deal with three chapters, but we also wanted to each chapter had its own soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from the first chapter, the cameras are more still. The second chapter is more handheld. The third chapter is more controlled because the protagonist have has the control from the entire film. So we had to deal with that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This was my directional approach.
So what do you thematically, what are you trying to say with this short film?
You know, human rights,
Pulling the
injustice,
trigger, right? Like,
pulling the trigger. But as I say, symbolically, I'm not. How's the word? Uh, I'm not okay with the characters in my film to put this thing inside their body and go and suicide on themselves in a field or and go and uh, take a hostage. So you have a so they have the justice that they need. No, because the difference in my film is that the second female protagonist, she also has injustice in her life, but in the end, she chose to be a firefighter, not to put an explosive inside the body. So we're living a difficult time, as I said before. We are ticking time bombs as people, but the right way, it's to fight the light and to fight the right way to make the difference. You know what I mean?
yeah, gotcha. So we're all kind of, yeah. You believe that where every one of us is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe in different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We,
How
we,
we
we are
like
ready. We are
yeah.
ready to explode. You see what happens in the world right now.
How's the world in Greece? Like how is everything going?
My God, it's terrible.
Okay.
The government's pretty bad. Uh, considering the country, everything right now is expensive. The power, shopping, uh, internet. Greece is not a rich country. Greece doesn't have high salaries, so everything is very difficult right now. It's like a long time recess. It's not gonna end. Something like that. it's like more or less like United States, but very very smaller. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It's like that.
You live in Canada.
Yeah, I live in
Yeah.
Canada, but
Sorry.
it's like that everywhere. Where like
Yeah.
things are tough, but it's like there's I guess there's it's like that in the
I
world.
don't know.
There's
I don't know
AI
if you can
situation and
if
like
you can
rich
relate
getting
from
richer,
what I
poor
say.
getting poorer, right? So
Yeah. So you can relate
yeah,
with what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. It's in all the first world countries. It's like we're better than most, but like it's still
Yeah. Yeah.
bad,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
No, Greece. Imagine Greece that it's a very small and poor country right now. You know.
Yeah. So you're kind of throwing. The reason I was asking because you're kind of this is from the lens of a Greek filmmaker, right? Lens
Yeah.
of like it's a universal story. It could be play anywhere in the world, any country, right?
Okay.
But it's still from your lens of what you see, your perspective.
Yes. Yes. Right. Right.
So did you really blow up that tower in the film?
No, that's CGI. But I would love to because the firefighters also themselves the background firefighters are real firefighters, and this tower is also a real watcher tower. I don't know the right word. Watchtower. Okay, so they wanted to blow it in real, but it's CGI.
So I think that you got like different films in here. I know you wanted it to be one
Yeah,
film, but like
I,
every
yeah,
chapter
yeah,
is its own film, right? Like its
yes, yes,
own
yes,
beginning, middle, and end, different tone as well, right?
yes, yes, yes. As I, s- I wanted from the beginning, as I said to you before, and I wanted to approach each chapter differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what I mean, though. It's like you got it's all they're all different.
I have the first story. It's like a toxic uh, man and woman story. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And the boy is more frightened than the girl. The second one is about injustice, and it's a parallel story that had happened, a parallel story from a Greek disaster that took place 3 years ago.
yeah.
It didn't it didn't have had with a building. It was about two trains that collide, and we have victims, we have deaths, and no one from the government took responsibility from that. And the third story, my favorite one, it's about um, who's responsible for the first two stories. You know what I mean? Who's responsible?
Yeah.
That the people that are in high places. That's what I have in mind. And the people that are in high places, have a way of escaping. That
Well,
was
I
the
think we're
idea.
seeing that now, right? Like Epstein
Exactly,
files,
exactly,
right? So
exactly.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. That was the idea.
And then the next story,
The next story, what I have in future plans.
yeah. Like what's the next story? Are you gonna keep going with these anthologies or
Uh, I want to go further with this anthology, but I have many ideas. I've
yeah,
written three feature films, and I have many more short ones. But to make a film in Greece, it's very difficult. You have to overcome many factors to have a not independent project. You know what
yeah.
I mean? You have to find money from the Hellenic Greek Center, and more or less you have to find also money from other, private sectors and stuff. It's very difficult, but I keep fighting for my first feature film.
You keep fighting. Well, it's gonna get done sooner than later, right?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Yeah. Well, you can also extend, do more anthologies of this story, and then you
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
feature film too, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Or extend and make my feature film, or as I said before, uh, probably I will approach it in an 8 or 10 episode story,
Yeah,
TV episode story. Yeah,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, because you like the third story, like they got the media behind the scenes of the media. I like how you did
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
You start with the interview, and then instead of going in the direction of the interviewee, the guy, the you go to the media. You kind of like you go to the media
yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
scenes, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Because
You what one interviewee you said the volunteer firefighter.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is that you're kind of showcasing society in a way, right?
Yes, yes,
The
yes, yes,
elements of
yes. That's
society.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Like our influences, the people who run it, like what's really happening, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah. What's really happening, and these type of people that have the power, trying, to diverse things,
Yeah.
to show us, to yeah,
It's been happening
and
for a while, but it's even
it's been
more
happening. Yeah,
emphasized
yeah, yeah,
because of the internet and like because we're old enough to remember like 20 years ago, a story would last maybe a week, right? And
yes,
then but now it's like it's there's a new story every day. There's a new kind of and
yes,
then
exactly.
what happened
There's a
last
new
week we
story
forget, right?
every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah. And so we kind of forget, and that's sort of what there's all these distractions happening. People just they
yeah,
distract, so then like they don't want to. Yeah, so it's like you're kind of showing
yeah,
that in the film, right?
yeah. Exactly, exactly. For me, memory is one of the best things that we have to, to
Yeah,
keep for ourselves.
yeah,
Memory and knowledge. It's the same thing for me.
yeah, 100%.
And yeah, and I agree with you because every 5 minutes something happened. 20 years ago, every 5 minutes also something was happening. But now these days, with this social
Yeah,
media and stuff, everyone can create and make us see in other ways.
you know what your next anthology story should be about, right? I don't know if you thought about it, but it should be about education.
Yeah, probably. Next anthology,
Yeah, it's
uh,
like it's because that's a
in,
part of society, and you work in the education.
in trigger universe or a new script.
Oh yeah, you already thought about it?
No, no. I asked you in trigger universe or a new anthology.
No, no, no. The add on to your story here.
Ah, to add on. Okay, okay. That's a
Because you're
good
doing
idea.
the
Oh,
elements of society, right?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
like from a macro standpoint.
Yeah,
And education is such a huge part of our
yes.
society. It starts with the education, like how much time what kids are learning, how are they learning,
That's a
right?
great idea. I will note it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think in the trigger universe that I created, you right now, one of us could be have a trigger
Yeah.
inside. So what would the dialogue would be?
Yeah.
Uh, why Harris made that change on his body? I think also the great factor is when you write a character is about why is he doing this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the next chapter probably would be about a high school,
Yeah.
would be about a college, you know,
Yeah.
would be about a worker, would be about a politician, everything.
Yeah. That's what it's about. Well, I
Yeah.
think you're onto something. Are you like did the film still go on the festival circuit? What do you want to do? You want to just I think it's on YouTube right now. It's on YouTube as well, right? The film?
Uh, secret link.
Secretly. Okay, so you haven't
Secret link
publicized it yet.
because
It's like
you know
unlisted, but
it's unlisted because I started running to the festival from October, and I, I will keep it for another year, I think.
Yeah.
So the film has an official selection in an Athenian festival right now, and it's gonna be played in 21st of March
Hmm.
in a very well-known cinema theater. So it's going pretty well, I think, than my previous films. It's
Yeah.
going better.
Cool. All right. Well, let's touch bases. I think you're like I said, I think this is a great like listen, people don't festival programmers don't it's hard to program a 30-minute short film, right?
Yeah,
Because you
I
have
know,
to you can program five other short films or your
I know.
30-minute film. So by proxy, your film's got to be five times better than those five.
Yeah.
So basically, you're getting all these festivals. It's a pretty grand achievement. So I'm congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Others, uh, it, it didn't make the cut in other
Yeah.
festivals, but it's going pretty well.
Yeah, it's going pretty
And
well.
yeah, yeah. And I knew from the fact from the beginning that it's very difficult for the festival to put a 33-minute film, but the screenplay, the third draft of the screenplay was 30 pages or 28 pages, so it's very
Mhm.
difficult to to edit it and to show it as a 25-minute film.
Yeah.
I think it's well edited, so I keep it that way.
Cool. All right, let's talk again when we showcase another project of yours.
Uh,
Sound
I
good?
hope yes, when we showcase another project
Yeah,
of
let's talk
mine.
again. Let's do another podcast when we showcase another project of yours.
Yes, yes, yes. I hope so.
Cool.
I hope so. It's gonna be very soon.
All right, sooner than later. All right, man. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, thank you, thank